Okay, Edgardo.
I need to see the open houses at Punto Living because I have the schedule here. Then we will go through this to see.
Okay. Are you on Zoom?
No, but I will be in.
Okay, and then hi, Edgardo. Hi, Oscar. Thanks for joining us. I think there's a few other people that are trying to jump on, so we're going to give them just a couple of minutes.
Sounds good. Hello, Denise. How are you today?
Good, good. Thank you.
Excellent. My camera on my laptop is not working, so let me try to put it from my phone as well.
Okay.
So that
No worries. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys. There's Michelle. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys so that so you can see what's going on my end. Let me just make sure that I have everybody in. Yeah, connected. Okay. I think Irene is asking for the link, I believe, right? Is that what she's asking for? Or is she asking for something else?
Yes, Irina.
Okay. It's there? Se lo mandas, please. Okay. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi.
Okay, everyone. Okay, we're just waiting for one more, I think. No, I let you in.
Okay.
So if you guys can. Okay. I think it's just you because you're in front of me. Put your volume down and put it on.
Yeah, my volume is on. I don't have. Oh no, mute. One second.
Okay. All right. You sent Irene the link?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Irina, sorry. Okay, hi everybody. How's everyone's afternoon going? Hopefully good. You guys are all on like mute. There you are. Okay.
A little hot today, but not too bad.
Yeah, it is, right? Well, I'm super excited to get started on this training with you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So today we are going to, okay. Today we're going to be doing your Zoom training. Sorry, not your Zoom training, your Facebook training. I can't multitask for nothing. Like I need to be focused on one thing or the other. Okay, let me just jump right in here really quick. All right, so first, does everybody have a Facebook account already?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, we're not setting up any accounts today. Everyone already has one. So although you already have an account, you're gonna still want to continuously go into your page. And so this is the home page of Facebook. This is what everyone should see when they go into their Facebook account, right? Let's just do a brief overview of what Facebook has to offer and where are some areas where we can optimize as realtors to gain traffic, which will eventually be leads, which eventually we convert into clients, right? That's why Facebook is so important. So anything social media, the biggest reason that I like to, remind you guys to use it is because it's free marketing. There's no other marketing like social media where you can talk to 1,000 people and it be free and then be able to get clients off of that. So this first homepage, this is what we call your feed. Okay, it's important for you guys to know this stuff because when you go into a training, whether it be mine or somebody else's, these are the terms that you need to know to be able to stay on pace with that class. This is your feed right here. And this is the one where basically somebody posts something, they say something about it, they put pictures. You can come down here, you can like it. You can like it. You can love it. You can share a care emoji. That's a really good emoji to use right now. It might be funny, you might be shocked, sad, or angry. Okay? This is important for you guys to actually use. So one mistake that I see not only realtors making, but just people in business that are trying to get business off of Facebook is engagement. So engagement is whenever somebody goes into a post and they do something. Either they like it, they love it, they give you a little emoji, or they comment on it. Okay, so this post is, happy birthday, mijo. I pray to God blesses you. So this is a happy birthday post. So I can go right in here and I can just comment happy birthday. And I'm doing this from my laptop. This is what I love about Facebook, is that I can actually do this on a laptop or on a desktop. Instagram, you can only look. I believe you can also comment and like, but you can't actually post anything. So Facebook is nice because you can actually go in here and do it all off your computer. So I'm just gonna put happy birthday with the little star emoji and this one, and use up your emojis, guys. This is like the easiest way to make it cute. Okay, so yeah, happy birthday, hit enter, and it goes through. And I'm trying to give you guys very 101. So I'm not sure exactly what level everybody's on. So just bear with me, be patient. You guys might already know this, but there might be somebody watching that doesn't know, okay? So I'm just gonna go through all of it. Another thing you can do whenever you're commenting is you can attach a photo or a video. You can also attach a GIF. Does everybody know what a GIF is? Yes?
Like stickers?
It's not a sticker. It's like a little mini video
Oh, yeah.
that can move around. So as easy as I actually had to type in happy birthday and put these little emojis, I can also just come into the GIF and I can pick a GIF. And now there's this cute little video, hit enter, and that's been sent. Okay, so it's really important for us to actually go through and speak to the people that we have in front of us, because just like we want them to engage with us, we need to engage with them. So it's not just about us posting house and look at what I have for sale and X, Y, and Z. Go in there and see what's important to the people that are following you, the people that you have on here. So this right here is a lender. This is a lender. 2 years ago, I was so excited to start my job at the county. I was extremely, so she's talking about her job and how excited she is. Best decision I ever made. Awesome. Like, this is a love. I don't even have to read the entire thing. I see that she's celebrating something, going through, happy birthday. This is her son. I'm going to go through, hit love. Every day I go through and I just briefly look at what my people are doing. These are your people. This is your family. These are your friends. These are your followers. They're watching you. Go in there and support them. People post about things that they're excited about. People post about things that mean something to them in their life. I have a friend that his mom's going through a struggle with cancer, and he posts about her struggle all the time. He posts about when she's in the hospital, when she's out of the hospital, when she's recovering, and thank you for the prayers, and please send out the prayers. And it's really important to him that he gets that engagement. Thank you us for the prayers and all of that. And it's good for you to go in and see, what's going on. Another reason that it's important for you guys to see what's going on with your clients is you never know when one of these clients is gonna send you a direct message and say, hey, I saw you were in real estate, blah, 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 blah. I would like to set up an appointment. And yes, you can get straight down to business, but there's also a personal relationship there, right? There's a reason you guys are on Facebook together. So wouldn't it be nice if after you guys chatted, you're like, hey, by the way, I saw that your son just won that cool baseball competition. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, that mom or dad is gonna love you for noticing that and for bringing it up. So remember, social media was created for us to communicate with each other regardless of how far away we are from each other. So stop looking at social media as what do I post? I don't know what to post, and start looking at it like a virtual contact book. Remember back in the day, we used to have those little notebooks and we would put the name and the phone number and email address and the address. You had everybody's address on a little book. This is what this is. This is your contact book. This is money, you guys. So use this like your contact book. Now, imagine if that little contact book automatically, every time you opened it up, you would see, oh, look, it's Lorena's son's birthday today. Déjele llamo. Wouldn't that be cool? You guys get to do that through social media, and it's so easy. You don't even have to pick up the phone and talk to anybody. You can literally just go in there and shoot a text message. However, if you want to really use social media, take the extra step, pick up the phone. If you have somebody's phone number and it's their birthday, not only send them a happy birthday gift, what I do is I actually don't even send them anything on Facebook. I call them or I'll shoot them a text message. It's a little bit more personal, but Facebook is the one that told me that it was their birthday. Okay. So this right here, very important. Give your people engagement. Like it, comment it, see what's going on in their life. If you don't like following somebody because they're always bringing up stuff that you don't want to look at or listen to, then get rid of them. Stop following them. This is a tool for you, okay? All right, now up here, I went just up to the top. These are your story. Yes, it should be recording. Yes, this should be recorded and it will be available afterwards, assuming nothing goes wrong with this one, because we have had some technical difficulties in the past. So this right here is our story. Okay, does anybody know what the difference is between a story and the feed, what we just went over down here? Anybody?
What the difference between the story and the feed?
Oh.
Well, the story is part of your story, wherever you want to tell the world what's going on with you right now.
Yeah.
For 24 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is a cool little option that got added on recently. And it's a 24-hour post. The nice thing about this is it doesn't have to be so formal. So for example, I could take a picture. I'm going to show you guys how easy this is, okay? I can take a picture doing my Facebook training. And I can post it on my story, and it's okay that it's not super duper formal, okay? Okay, it's gonna be a little hard to do it from here. Let me see. I'm gonna do it off my phone just because it'll be quicker. So, I wish I could do this. Let me see. Let me see what options it gives me. Okay. Okay, if I show you this, can you see it? Yeah, you can. Okay, when you're doing it on your phone, it's 10 times easier to do a story. A post is a little bit easier to do off of your computer, but when you're doing a story, it's 10 times easier to do off your phone because they're gonna give you options. So I took the picture, I put it on here, and then I can write on their text, Facebook training. Very easily, you always want to write a little something to give your picture, description, ¿verdad? Kind of like when you post a house, you add a description to it. Obviously, it's a house. Everyone knows that it's a house. They probably know that it's for sale because they know that you're a realtor, but you add a little bit of something to give it a description to also catch their attention. For example, if it's a fixer-upper, le van a poner fixer-upper. If it's If it's new construction, you'll put new construction on it. If it is a good deal, you'll put that it's a good deal. Payments under $800, you're gonna put that. So always give your picture a little bit of a description, and then it's cool because you can take these letters and you can move it around to where you like it. So on this one, I just took a picture of us doing our training, okay? And I just put Facebook training on there. Now also, social media is a great way for us to collaborate with people, to collaborate with other business owners, to collaborate with other people that are trying to do what we're trying to do. So who would benefit from your friends knowing them? And who would you benefit from if you knew their friends? So for example, I have a cousin that works with a dentist. She works in a dentist office. Every time I post something, her friends, like if I tag her in it, all of her friends are gonna see me. Well, what I've come to do now is I have built a relationship with her coworkers and with the dentist at the office. So whenever I want to collaborate, which is something that I really highly recommend that all of you do at some point, start learning how to collaborate. It's basically just partner up with somebody else that has a business, that's trying to grow their business, and how can we help each other? So, excuse me. So something that I do for them is first, if I'm ever with my cousin, I'm gonna tag her in the post. So right now I'm in the office. Who could benefit from me tagging them on this post? Can anybody benefit from me tagging them on here? All of you guys can. All of you can benefit. If I tag every single one of you on here, you guys can share it to your story, and you're just gonna copy and paste the story. And now whenever people see mine, they can go in and click on your name to figure out who you are. So let's see, who do I have as a friend? I think I have Ethel as a friend, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna add Ethel down here. I think I have Oscar as a friend. And I think, Michelle, do I have you?
Yes.
Yeah? I'm only gonna be able to add whoever I already have as a friend, okay? So if I already have you, I'm gonna add you. If I don't have you, add me. Send me a friend request so that I can add you next time. Michelle Garcia, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Okay. Oops, you went away.
I just sent you a friend request, Denise.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Michelle, yours keeps going away.
Oh,
It just keeps going away every time I. Oh, I'm just moving it. Okay. That's how that looks now. I'm gonna put up this really simple story because I want you guys to see it, okay? Now I'm just gonna hit share story. It's gonna load and I want to show you guys on here. Okay, let me refresh this. And if you guys have any other questions after this, Anayi is really good with social media too, guys. So if you can't get a hold of me, get a hold of her. All right, this is what I just posted. Facebook training, and then I tagged people on here. Now remember, the tag is a little strategic. Why? Because somebody that's looking at my post is like, who's on there? Let me click. Click on Michelle. Who's Michelle? It's taking me to her profile. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. What does she do? Oh, she's a realtor at Realty One. Okay, awesome. And now they're gonna start going through your stuff. And if they like what you have on your feed, because this is where your posts are, they might just go in and ask to friend you. Now, when you get that friend request, you're gonna get, okay, I just got this friend request, and then it says respond to request, but okay, this is what I want to look at. Usually if I don't know who somebody is, I'll go right here. We have 5 mutual friends. Okay, so this isn't a complete stranger. This is somebody that we have friends in common with. Who are our friends in common? Gabriel, Carlos Solis, Carlos Chavez, Alejandro Gamboa, and James Gamboa. Okay, this is probably real estate related, right? So I can come in and confirm. Okay. And that's what that looks like. Let me go back into the home page. I will go back and add you guys as friends after this training, okay? So now we've gotten through the story. Now, what I really want you guys to remember on the story is it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what makes the story so nice, is this is kind of like, what are you doing every day? Something that you might find to be kind of boring or kind of whatever. This is what people want to see. Remember, we're realtors. People like to watch us. They like to know what's going on. So if you've been following me for a while, if you've been following Anaí for a while, you'll see that we'll post stuff. For example, Anaí took a picture of a sign that was in the office the other day, and she posted, "These are all over the office. I love these." That was perfect. It was like a little motivational slogan. Like the second day I was here, I took a picture of the cafe, and I said something like, "Good morning, happy Friday," or something like that. If you're out at an appointment and you're looking at a house, regardless of how the house looks, take a little picture or a little video and house shopping for a client, or almost to closing, 3 weeks to closing, or is this your style, or do you prefer modern or traditional? The point is not to be perfect. It's really just to put yourself out there. Okay. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is you also can be part of groups. Okay. You can be part of a group. You can create a group. One of the groups that I'm part of is this real estate mastermind. This real estate mastermind, I would recommend that you all try to join this one. Sometimes they're open groups and sometimes they're closed groups. And basically what that means is if it's closed, they're gonna ask for you to either be invited in, or if you try to join, they're gonna ask you a couple of questions before you join, just to make sure that you do belong in that group. Like this one is for realtor specific. So I go in here and they have, okay, real estate mastermind. Mary gives her best tips to handle clients asking for a discount on commission. That's awesome. You know, that's something that we come across. I'm looking for a realtor in Bakersfield, California. So I don't know if Ricky's on right now. I don't think he's on, but he was asking about how do we, if I know people in different cities or in different states, I know people in different states and I don't get to use them as clients. Like when they want to buy or sell, I don't get to use them as clients because they're not here. I'm licensed in Texas. They're not licensed in Texas. What can I do? This is what you can do. You can go in here. You can either ask for a realtor in the area that you're looking for, build relationships with other realtors in other states. Like, for example, I have a lot of family in Denver, Colorado. So I have a realtor in Denver, Colorado. And whenever I get a lead, I send them to her. And usually she works it for me. But if she can't work it for me, don't you think she's going to point me in the right direction and send me another good realtor? And guess what? I get paid on all of those. So that's another way for you guys to create another stream of income for yourself. Okay, if you're in a state or you know a lot of people in a state, get yourself a team of realtors. 1 or 2 or 3, honestly, even just with one, because a lot of times if they say, you know what, that city's too far, they're probably going to know somebody in the city that's further because they're always referring people out that way anyways. Okay. So you can also create a group. I know there's been some realtors that have created groups in here. Okay, mira, a este me invitaron, okay? I got invited to this one. ¿Qué pasa en Westway, Vinton y Canotillo? And this is probably just random things that are happening on that side of town. If you're from a specific side of town, or maybe you want to get in on all of them, and you can post specific to that area. So if I had a listing right now in Canotillo, this would be a great place to come in and post my listing, because I know that everybody that's in here is familiar with that area. Okay, so that's how you can use your groups. Let's go back home. Messenger. Does everybody understand what the messenger is?
Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, I hear echoes. I'm not sure.
You are over there. Yeah. The same to you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I think it's okay. So Messenger, just really quickly, this is where you go to get your direct messages. This is when you want to talk to somebody in private. Okay? If you need to talk to somebody in private, this is where you want to go. For example, this is a recent listing lead that I got, and she doesn't want to put her business out on my feed, but she came and asked me a couple of days ago, hey, you know, getting a divorce, getting ready to sell my house. What can I, you know, what do we have to do? That's it. This is a lead right here. And we talk privately, set stuff up there. Now let's go back. Never post something on your feed to somebody that you don't want everyone to see. That's what Ethel was telling us. She heard a horrible story about somebody that posted something that wasn't supposed to be public. So remember, anything that you can see here is public. If it's in Messenger, it's private. Also, another good tool to use is Marketplace. Marketplace is where everyone goes to buy and sell goods, okay? In here, you'll find everything. Here's a rental, you'll find furniture, but look at, people are posting houses on here. So people do come in here to look for houses, okay? Also rentals. If you guys ever get a rental client, even though like everybody's different, some of you might do rentals, some of you might not. I will do a rental occasionally, but even if I can't necessarily work the rental, sometimes I want to at least point them in the right direction. So I can get on Marketplace and like just kind of briefly look and see, okay, they have a few rentals on here. At least now I can point them in the right direction. You know what? Why don't you jump on Marketplace? They have some stuff there. We don't always have to get paid off of pointing somebody in the right direction. Sometimes it's just the fact that we tried to help them. Or like I'll go the extra mile and I'll go in here and I'll look at the pictures and I'll go, okay, a ver esta, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Let me look at the pictures really quick. And then instead of just telling them, go get in Marketplace, I'll send them this listing and say, hey, what do you think about this one? Okay, here's the number for it. I found it on Marketplace. It's that simple. At the end of the day, people are coming to us to point them in the right direction. We don't always have to get paid off of it. Trust me, if you do that, te van a mandar a alguien. They're gonna send you somebody later. What you want is to be the real estate professional. And a lot of times, it's not what you have in your pocket as inventory. Sometimes it's just that, okay? How do I get out of here? Okay, go back home. All right. Events. For anybody that's doing open houses, I recommend that you guys go in and create a little event on Facebook. And you can create these ahead of time. You can just put in their open house. You can put the pictures up. But this is a really nice way to make your event public and get just a little bit more exposure. Remember, if you put your MLS on the, sorry, if you put your open house on the MLS, you will get exposure. But if you put it here, you get a little bit of extra exposure. And that's gonna be the basics of your Facebook. Now up here, remember, if something has happened with your Facebook, you're gonna get this little bell with the notification, and you can come in here, and Ethel has loved my story. Realty One has sent me a message. These people posted stories. Okay, so this is what I need to go into to address, you know? So for example, Ethel loved my story. Now what can I do to show her that I got this? She sent, it's gonna look a little bit different on my screen as it is on my phone. Let me show you what I'm gonna do, okay? So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna hit the bell. I'm gonna hit the bell, which down here, it's gonna be on the bottom whenever you're on your phone. Now, Ethel loved my story, right? Because she sent me the little heart. You can see the little heart right here. I can click on her name. And now this is gonna take me into a direct message just between me and her. Nobody else can see this. So I can say, thanks for the love with an emoji. Okay, use your emojis, guys. Ya se lo mandé, now she got it. And you know what she might do? She might say, oh, you're welcome. I love what you're doing. It looks so fun. Hey, by the way, I was thinking about getting a house, but I really don't know what I'm doing. This is, again, it goes back into engagement. Okay, a lot of times you think that it's not going to really make a difference, but you're just opening yourself up for that conversation. It might turn into something, it might not. It's okay. It's okay. ¿Cuántas veces vemos que that somebody posts something about an old friend that we used to share, and you're like, oh, I haven't seen them in forever. Well, put that on there, write it, show them some love. It might come back to you. It might come back as a lead, and it might not. But when you're a realtor, you become a social public figure. So you have to talk to people. You have to, okay? This is an easy way for you to literally just sit down in front of your computer and talk to 30 people, 40 people, 60 people in 1 hour. Just go in there, like, love. I mean, pay attention, obviously. Don't just throw likes out without looking at it. But you'll see something that you want to engage with. Ladies, how many times do we see new babies, baby announcements, engagements, weddings? Girls, we love that stuff. So show the ladies in your life some love. Go in there and like, oh, I love your dress, or congratulations on the baby. You know, anybody that's been pregnant before knows like, hey, how are you doing? Are you feeling okay? Gentlemen, you know, you guys are really big on, let me make it simple for you. The yard and the garage. If you're trying to market to men, yard and garage. Go look at, Alvaro, go look at houses that have 3-car garages. I guarantee you post those and the guys are gonna start hitting you up. Just, it doesn't even have to be your listing. It doesn't even have to be your listing. You do wanna give the listing agent credit. So on the bottom, you can put LA and then put their brokerage with their name. But on the very bottom, after you've already given all the juicy stuff, they're still going to come to you. You know what I mean? So that's something that you can do. Also, another thing with social media. Yes, we're here to promote our product. So we want to put houses up, but we also want to promote ourselves. So remember, you are a brand. What is your brand? Okay, think about that. What's your brand? What is it that you, what are the values and the morals that you hold and that your business is going to uphold? And that's what you want to speak to. Okay, so like Michelle and Alvaro, you guys have a team. Okay, it's really cool because you guys are family, but you're also this working team together. So now you guys can promote your brand as like family owned business, local business. Okay, the fact that there's a male and a female is really nice because there's that masculinity and there's that femininity, and people know that, well, I wouldn't really, like, let's say I'm like, well, I don't really talk to Alvaro, but Michelle's really cool, and I think I would feel comfortable telling her this. Or sometimes in the middle of the transaction, they're like, oh, it's because I don't want to tell Alvaro. Let me go tell Michelle. You know, like little things like that, but it really makes your team so much stronger to do that. Now, Ethel, we had a conversation about what makes her so different. What makes her so different is she was not born in El Paso. So she looks at El Paso really different. She, at one point, was new to El Paso. So I asked Ethel, when you got here, what was it that you were asking? You know, what were the questions that you were trying to figure out? Put that information out for these clients. Now you can become a relocation specialist, right? Oscar's trying to get an investment property. So in his search to get an investment property, he's going to be learning about investment properties. So when he's learning and when he's coming across deals, he can put them up. A lot of it is really just us putting up whatever we are coming in contact with. At the same time, your brand is not just real estate. People don't just do business with you just because of real estate. Okay, if you have kids, post your kids. It shows that you're human. It shows that you're a parent. Whenever you have struggles with your kids, talk about it. You know, like it might be funny, or it might be, hey moms, do you guys have any advice? A lot of times where maybe, I was gonna say planning a party, but not anymore. But if we're looking for recommendations, por decir, you know what, I'm looking for a new pediatrician. Can anybody recommend X, Y, and Z? That's also engagement. That's allowing, you know, we put so much information out there for other people, but there's a lot of things that we don't know. So we want to just constantly be open for that engagement. Post about, so if you have kids, post about your kids. If you have pets, post about your pets. If you have a hobby, does anybody like to go hiking? Does anybody like to work on cars on the weekends? Is anybody in a car club? Does anybody like to cook? I mean, moms, if you're cooking during the week, post your dishes. Is there anything that makes you you? Stop thinking that you don't have anything to offer. You have a lot to offer. You go a full 24 hours doing stuff. So what are you doing? Take a picture, post it. Now down here on your feed, you want to be a little bit more intentional, okay? If you had an outing, let's say for a weekend, you went to, okay, we went hiking. Right now it's COVID, everyone's going hiking. And you get a bunch of pictures of you and the family, put that up as a feed. You can put it up as a story as you go, but put it up as a feed also. And then when you write about it, give them a little something like, oh, you know, we went to, we went to this part of the mountains and we expected this, and this, and it turned out to be that, and the kids loved it. Almost like a little review, you know, because not only are you a house specialist, but you want to become a city specialist. So what are you doing around the city that you can talk about? Because when we go show a house, what do the clients talk to us about? They want to know what the neighborhood is like. What's the school like? So if you ever get information about the city, post that also. Let me see. Is there anything else? I think we've gone over we've gone over the basics of it. Does anybody have any questions specific to Facebook or social media and how you guys can use it?
I have a question.
Okay.
I have my business page also, and I would like to know how can I include my IABS link or form to my business page and to my email.
Okay. All you have to do is post it as a picture. Just post it as a picture. That's it. And
Oh.
that'll be on your page now. And then on your email, you can tag it into your signature. You can put it as a signature, right? Can you put an attachment
Yes, I haven't figured out exactly how to do it, but yeah. Where
on your signature for your email?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can add it onto your signature. That one, if you want, we can help you after the training or in the office.
I put mine in here in Instagram. I have a business page too, and I copy the link and I put it there. It's like, I don't know if you can see it. The last thing is a link. Can you see it, Michelle?
No, let me see.
Oh, so you can also do a link to, like, you can save it on your drive. That way you have a link to that document. And then you can put it as a link. On Facebook, I would recommend you just put it as a picture, but she was showing you Instagram.
Yeah.
On Instagram, under your bio, you can do a link and you can have the link to go to your form. And the way that you would do that is put it on the cloud or on the drive. And that way when they click it, it goes directly to that.
I did it too in they are not, can she hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're on mute.
Yeah,
Just
but I don't want to.
Let me mute myself.
What I did in the volume of your computer. Okay. What I did in Facebook is I put, because I have a business page too, and I didn't know where to put it, and I put it here. It says Impresum. Oh. Here. Can you see it? Okay. And there's a link here.
Oh, you can put it under your bio also.
Yeah.
So you would have to go into like your, to edit. Sorry, I was talking to you guys on mute. Okay, so she was pretty much saying you can go into your bio, you can under edit, it's gonna either be under edit bio or edit details. No, it's gonna be in here. And on here, you should be able to add a link. Okay, right here where it says websites and social links, you can add a link and add your, add the form on there, information about brokerage services. Okay. Any other questions? No? What we can offer you guys, if you're part of the program already, or you're thinking of joining the program, basically for anybody that doesn't know, we're here to help Realty One realtors grow and expand their business in whatever way, shape, or form it is that you need help with. So we're working with beginners and intermediate. If you guys need a little bit more assistance, you want that one-on-one, sign up for a one-on-one consultation. so we can really figure out what it is that your business can use that extra boost in. If there's any training that you're lacking, the way that I come up with these trainings is anybody that's already part of the program, if I see that they need a training in something specific, we will set up a training. The training is really specifically for one person that needs it, but we open it up to everybody. And then that way not only are they getting that one-on-one training, but we're also offering it out to everybody. So for example, Edgardo might come to me and say something like, you know what, I actually need training on listing presentations. Okay, we will do a training specific for listing presentations because that's what you need, but it'll open up to everybody, okay? And that's when you're part of the program. So if you're not already part of the program and you want to learn a little bit more about it, please set up a consultation. You can reach out to me directly, or you can reach out to Anaí, and you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. Super easy to get a hold of. Call us, text us, or we're in the office Monday through Friday from 9 to, we're usually here till about 3, but to be on the safe side, get here in the morning. And we can talk a little bit more about that. But in the meantime, I think this is really everything that we wanted to go over on the Facebook 101. Does anybody else have any final questions before we jump off?
No, Denise, just to thank you for the presentation. I think this was very, very useful. Even little things like the difference between feed and a story. I think, you know, that may seem a little basic, but in my case, I didn't know what the difference was.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very good that you guys take the time to put all this together. So very, very appreciated. Thank you very
That's
much.
good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind words. I really am aiming to help you guys grow your business in whatever way possible. And, you know, social media, as much as, you know, everyone thinks that it's just easy and just post something, it's work. It really is work. When I first started, I didn't know really anything about social media. When Instagram came, I was like, oh, I have to learn another one now. So it really is work, and it does take time and training and effort to do it, but take the time to play with it. I would recommend if you can take like an hour a day to just get on your feed on your Facebook and scroll through it. Once you start looking through it, you'll start to notice the patterns on other people's, and then notice the people that have a lot of engagement on their posts. Like if you see a post and there's 20 comments on it and 100 likes on it, that's a good post to look at to kind of see what did they do that was so special about their post. Did they have a long paragraph or did they have a short paragraph? Did they use emojis or no emojis? Are the pictures high quality or are they less quality? What, like, that's kind of where you can model from to get more ideas also. Okay.
Right. No, that's good advice. And you know what? You will be surprised if I tell you that I'm lacking social media skills badly, but my wife is an expert. She sells tons of stuff through Facebook and Instagram and everywhere. But when I come to her and I ask her for advice, she goes like, hágalo usted solito, usted aprenda solo. She wouldn't tell me anything at all, anything. So I'm a little ashamed that I need to do it all by myself when I got an expert right next to me, but she wouldn't tell anything at all. Absolutely.
Well, another thing you can do, Edgardo, is come into the office and we'll help you get a couple of pictures to start out with. And that's another thing, like sometimes we'll do these like mini photo shoots and it's not anything professional. It's just Anaí getting pictures of me getting pictures of her, but those pictures, we'll make sure to get them in different rooms, or I'll have one with my blazer on and then I'll take my blazer off and have a different look underneath, which is something all of us can do. And those pictures will last me all month. So a photo shoot that I did at the beginning of the month, I can still use, oh, well, I didn't get that one corner over here in the cafe. I can post that one this month. So we can get some pictures of you working to set you up with some content already. And then we can come up with a plan for you. Okay, make sure you post this one this week. Make sure you post this one this week. So that's the kind of stuff that we get to do with you when you're part of the program and we get to do that one-on-one. So I definitely love to talk to you. Maybe we can set something up for I know tomorrow's kind of a slow day for us, or next week. So I'm gonna have Anna reach out to you, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll set up something for next week. Definitely.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Anybody else have any questions, final comments, concerns, anything else that I could have gone over?
If I can say something, just don't forget, like you said, you guys are public figures, so we have to be very careful with what we post
Mhm.
or expose our feelings too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is an awesome training too. Thank you.
That's very true, and I'm glad you brought that up. Keep in mind that you're always part of the brokerage. You are a public figure, and everything that you put out there is going to come back to the brokerage one way or another. So right now, politics is one of those things that keeps us very separate. And it's like you're either far right or you're far left, and you're almost never somewhere in the middle. So, it is a good idea to just keep politics and religion out of your social media as much as possible. There are ways to put it out tastefully and knowledgeably, but your best bet is just to not do it at all. Like, ni se metan en esa bronca. You know what I mean? Like, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Talk to your friends about it, because it really will, it can hinder your business. You'll start losing followers, you'll start losing friends. People that might have wanted to talk to you before might not want to talk to you now. So that's a really good point, Alvaro. Thank you for adding that. But all right, well, thank you guys so much for coming. As always, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the feedback. I believe tomorrow a few of you are going to take a field trip out to check out Hakes Brothers Homes. So if you did not sign up for that in time, if you are going to the training tomorrow, remember you have to meet at 12829 Woolstone Drive. That's out in Horizon, and that's at what time? At 3, ¿verdad? At 3 p.m. Okay.
I'm sorry, what's the address again?
Woolstone, one more.
Sorry. That was by RSVP only, okay? Because they only had a very limited amount. So if you didn't sign up, you can't go to that anymore. We will set up another one for next week. Okay. Other than that, make sure that you guys get back to me with your personality test. I put that out on WhatsApp today. Do your personality test, please. As soon as you guys get a chance, I recommend everybody does this, regardless of whether you're in the program or not. Do it, and we can review that with you. This is going to be a really good way for you to understand what kind of personality you are, what kind of personalities you're attracted to naturally, and then how you can work your strengths and weaknesses. Remember, we all have strengths and weaknesses. So if we focus on what we're really good at, our business will escalate so much quicker than if we focus on what we're really bad at or not so good at. Okay, so take the time to do that. It's on WhatsApp. All right, guys, that's it. Done for today. Thank you all for being here. Have a great weekend. If you guys are out doing open houses or doing showings, please stay safe, wear your face mask, keep your water in the car, stay hydrated, keep your hand sanitizer, and I'll talk to you guys next week.
Denise, ¿nos avisan cuando vayan a tomar las pictures otra vez?
Sí, so también vamos a hacer fotos como en otras 2 semanas. It'll be in the beginning of September, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try to do them every 2 weeks. That way, if you miss one week, you can come in the next week, and you really don't need to be taking pictures like this is something that we're offering the agents for free. So maybe every 3 months, if you want to do a photo shoot separately and pay for it separately. But other than that, we do want to get everybody in, but because of COVID, we can't bring everyone in at the same time. So in 2 weeks, we'll do that again, and I'll make sure that you guys are on the top of the list, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Who was that with the pictures? Michelle.